Alright, hey everybody, it's AntagonistKim, and we're back with more Disco Elysium. So, last episode, we we had a super mega dance party thing going on. We talked to, Klaasje a little bit, but still didn't get much out of her. When we went there after the fact, though, without Kim, we did get a little more info on our, Sunday night, crazy time for Harry. I think we also determined that, at least for this episode, we're going to try to see if the victims thing comes through or not. We're going to talk to her about... It's the day after, it's 7:30. We slept a good night, actually, without any real interruption, so Harry actually got a decent, sleep for once. We need to ask the specifics to confirm our autopsy. I want to ask her this before we proceed to the door gunner, his mega mix, because I feel like if she gets upset about that, she maybe won't answer our questions for this, and I don't want this, on the list anymore. So, first things first, run the armor, talk to her about the description of the deceased, then the mega mix, and I hope that when we talk about the description, height and build, or whatever, that she'll say more about the tattoos, and we can maybe get this ticked off the list too. And we'll have kind of a clear docket until other stuff unlocks. So I also have a feeling that once we kind of do this, there's probably going to be another pop-up to talk to the Hardy Boys or with Everett Claire, or even the other mercenary that we're aware of that's by the shipping dock with the picketers. The strikes, the people that are on strike. I can't think of what else they are except picketers, but yeah, so that's kind of, I feel like, where we're at. We'll see how the episode goes from there. What other stuff unlocks? Oh, for reference, we are, I want to say 10 points, 10 points away from a level up, which is good. Because we may or may not need one to do a dice check. It's always a thing, you know? Alright, let's head back. Car first. And, well, it might be too early in the morning for Klaasje. I don't know if she's, up super early in the morning or not. I have a feeling not, but it's okay. Oh, we found out that we made the music more hardcore. We dropped a beat, brought down the party house, if you know what I'm saying. Kim danced with us, which was pretty great. I was not expecting him to do that.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Hey, did you find out more about the armored boots?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Damn, dude.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see...
Why is it so hard? I mean, we kind of, I feel like, we don't really, know his name. We just know he's, mercenary number 1, right? I don't think we ever discovered this dude's name. Suggestion for Annette. I wonder if we... Oh, is that not on the list anymore? Oh, we did try to ask Lillian out on a date. It did not work out. FYI. A couple of these are closed out. We can't do anymore. I think Annette's is the only one that's really open. Oh, excuse me. The girl up top, that's, Plaisant's daughter. Oh, and Gaston for rhetoric. Okay. Alright, let's see if, actually, we could also do a general walk around and see if anything's different. We are on a new day. I think we're on Saturday. I mean, these guys are here. So I'm assuming that she'll be upstairs too. Let's see if anything's new with them.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go upstairs. I imagine her stuff isn't updated either. It's alright. I feel like there's more garbage around. Is it just me? We'll close the door at least. Ooh. Yeah, let's pick up that. I love how we can hear the music downstairs. That's great. I mean, it is kind of incredibly loud, though. So if you were someone that was trying to sleep, that's, like, not conducive with sleeping, that the music's on so loud downstairs. Trying to see if anything changed in here, too. 'Cause I know sometimes it, like, you know, updates itself when the new day happens, or there's new checks we can do. Ooh, it is really raining. You shouldn't be out here right now. Getting rained on, girl.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Oh, hers was volition. Okay. Can I ask you more about you for the record? I need to talk to you about your room again. Let's talk about this so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Where's that thing at? Uh-oh. Oh, right here. What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know.
Are you freaking
Hair.
kidding me?
I know it's difficult.
She meant she sees him. You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Man, I really hope this doesn't mess up my other chance here. You know, I don't like doing that, but let's save real quick.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Because we if anyone wasn't there for the main episode, we listened to the mega mixtape or whatever that Titus gave us, supposedly of the deceased victim and one of the other mercenaries talking, and they kind of, I mean, the audio seemed very cut and not, obviously it's their full conversation, right? Not to say what they said is, like, good, or we can believe they weren't going to commit those things, but pretty much they were heavily intoxicated talking about, oh, we're going to treat this like, a village and grape and pillage, yada yada kind of talk and stuff like that, or whatever. Kim and I came to the conclusion we weren't sure whether to necessarily think that they would actually do those things, but we'll see. Hey, Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states that he had the intention to commit the rape. What do you say about that?
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
Okay, a smile flits across her face.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Listen, on this tape, though, he specifically identifies you as the target, though.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Arches her brow. Well, those are the exact words he did, in fact, use. Something to the effect, yes, no. He did say this particular verbiage. I mean, those are the exact words he used, yes.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Okay. Also mention the specific verbiage. Yeah, the word whore was used, sure.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi?
The young woman lights a new cigarette with the butt of the old one in her hand.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that? Machismo. Do you think he was trying to scare people? Why do you think he would do that?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, then integrated them into his idea of normalcy to keep on living until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
So maybe like just the way, like his personality, or?
She's quite observant about the human character, trained to observe, even.
Yeah, like a catchphrase or a persona. Did you learn this from studying Orney's Lit? Sounds psychological.
People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate, officer. Now, what was that expression?
She's still looking for it?
There's more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the pages.
I'm going to say the word she's looking for is like a persona. So like he's embodied these words and like the way he talks, the way he treats people as just like a character he takes on. Is it a persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Oh, so maybe it was just a catchphrase then?
He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Weren't you afraid you like this kind of stuff and you spent time with this person romantically? Weren't you afraid at all?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Like she could fix him?
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Good, okay. So that actually opened up our possibility. Good,
Thank
good.
you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
All right, well, now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll be able to get these done.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Ooh, yeah, he had tattoos. Nice. Okay, so I'm assuming we can go down to the list. Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
Okay.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Okay, look at Klaasje. You were both Ornese? Or you were both from Oranje? Yeah, you were both from the same place then?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Aranye. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot, you would say?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind.
Right, so just pure mercenary then, huh?
He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
She takes a long drag of her cigarette, then washes it down with some coffee. Your answer for this. You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself. As an Oranese yourself, didn't his lack of patriotism annoy you? I mean, honestly, she doesn't seem like she's... I mean, she went to school and stuff there, but she doesn't seem like she's, like, a nationalist for her own stuff. You know what I mean? You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing.
Okay.
I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
Okay, she looks around. The wind is in her hair. How old was he?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
That memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Sweet. The lieutenant taps on his notebook once as though assigning some kind of point. I think we did actually guess exactly 42, right?
Points are good. Have one, you old dog. Before
Nice.
we all die.
See, I wish for things like this, it would actually give us an additional thing. I don't know how we build these. We built so many for this one. Up to like freaking 8 or 9 slots. But this one, it's only 3. I don't know how we got so many of these versus this, but whatever. Ooh, this was for pain threshold too. That's not very high. We don't have a high pain threshold. Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. I didn't know this was a competition, Kim. Better not mention it. We won't mention it.
The young woman looks at you. Then the lieutenant. Then you.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
She stops, her eyes half closed, and continues. Okay.
Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
Okay.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
She seems to enjoy the word.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Okay, and he had some tattoos. Do you happen to know what they mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it then? It was an Oranese map of the waterways. It was a map of his service history. What did it represent, you know? You obviously liked it, right?
Quite a lot, yes.
I think it wasn't the waterways. I thought it was like his service, right? Hey, was it a map of his service history?
Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off the chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
As she leans even further back to demonstrate.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?"
She points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star.
And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Right, you were the woman in this?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean, though? Hand her the photo.
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Alright, well, not a very fun story. Good story, thanks. Hey, thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
She looks over her shoulder at the sea, then back to you, smiling faintly. I could have swore there was a little more here, but I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hand the lieutenant back his notes.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
I have a couple more questions about the deceased.
Yes, miss. I hope you don't mind.
Okay.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Alright, let's leave.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said, yeah.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old?
Hey, where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am? Turn around, miss, how old do you think I am? I got this, my age. I think I'm... Kim, how old did you say I am?
Huh?
The lieutenant isn't quite sure he's heard you. How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Oh my god, that's old. Like, really old. Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased, too. He was way younger. Really? I mean, I look that old?
You asked.
Maybe you're wrong. I mean, I could be younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing longer than that. The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as the death itself, Lieutenant. You're right, I'm probably 62. Let's just leave it at that. I feel like I've been decomposing for a lot longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
Nice. The ravages of the Al Ghul are as extreme as death itself, Lieutenant.
There's silence. Then a little more.
Sure, you're 42.
He squints.
Let's go.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth. I don't want to think about this anymore. We have full health and morale. Let's go for it. Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Date of birth generator. We're actually going to think about this. Alright, yeah, talk to Titus. I figured that would come up. So at least this other thing popped off. So we have this and this. We're never going to be able to solve that unless we somehow magically run into his body again to be able to get the shoes. What did we receive in this? Am I crazy? This was lit up, right? Maybe because we took the photo out to show her? Our date of birth. Okay. How many points do we have? Just the one. Man, I don't think I want to do that. Hold on. Let's see. Our map of things to do. So we have Annette, which her thing was still open. We have rhetoric for Gaston. Reaction speed. Composure. I mean, reaction speed would be 2 of them. Suggestion would be 1, too. Like I said, some of these I don't think are open anymore. Do we want to internalize what our age is? Do we think that's important? Let's maybe put it into, do we want to know more about Klaasje, or do we want to get Eselle's opinion? Because I think her thing is still open. Like, Find the Bird was hers, and it was reaction speed, and then we could do the crime novel shelf. I think that one is still actually open. So what is that one? Reaction speed? Sure. Let's try it. Just for funsies. Actually, you know what we can do? Save again. Quick save. Shoot. I swear to God, I'll remember what it is. Reaction speed and reaction speed. Alright. Where's our reaction speed? Unless it's already the highest it can be. Oh yeah, we haven't done it at all yet. Let's try it. Alright. Cool. And this should be updated now. Yep, Eselle and the crime thing. So let's maybe do the crime one, I guess. Stairs. And then the door. I know we could talk to the Hardy Boys, but I think I want to see if we can get these passes first. I wish I could get more points faster. I'd love to do some of these other dice rolls again, but you know. You know how it is. It's 8 o'clock. I'm hoping they're open. Are you guys open? Sure is. Okay. The crime stuff's up here. Was it this one?
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Okay, reaction speed. Do we have things that we can wear for reaction speed here? Where is that at anyway? I mean, it's still +1. I don't know if we have stuff for reaction speed or not, guys. We definitely don't have very much for it. Authority. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. Yep. I think we're already wearing the shoes and other things, right? Okay. I think that's the best we've got.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Alright, come on. Who was Dick Mullen?
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Alright, what do we have here? Mistaken Identity?
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak so much to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
I mean, that's probably right. I'm a complicated guy full of contradictions. I mean, yeah, we're kind of pretty conflicted, actually.
Then this is the book for you.
Holy cow, it's huge. Actually, we should get a new book, because we might need something. Sure.
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean...
Yeah. I know, lady. We're gonna keep it highlighted so we know it's new. But at least we passed that one. Let's get to the other side and see where our time's at. Because our next one we wanted to do was a cell. And yeah, she's back at the church. And I might save that for the next episode, and then we'll talk to the Hardy Boys. Might as well leave a little something up for interpretation, right? Because if I don't get enough goodie points from anything else, then we'll be spinning our wheels again, and I don't like doing that. Real quick, though. Like I said, we kind of have to walk everywhere. I want to see if anything's different. I mean... like, do we have any new peeps sitting around? That dude's still there. What about Kuno? I haven't seen Kuno in a while. See if he's still sitting over there. Oh. Below the grime neon poster. Oh, the Van Eyck Totally Transcendent poster. Nice. Oh no, Kuno's still being Kuno, so we'll just ignore him. Alright, let's head across. We'll have to, like, kind of go through the town to see, but... is there anything new that he sells? One moment, guys. Okay. Just checking. Alright. Back to speed walking. Back to the church. I might pseudo walk through the town and see if there's anything different there, but... I don't think there will be. Are these guys still sitting over here? Sure are. Kids are still here, nothing new there. Alright, well guys, once I get back to the church, we'll call this an episode. I know it's not as long as it usually is. Well, it's about 5 minutes short of 40, give or take. After I edit it, it might be shorter. But next episode, we'll try to do a cells check since we have that now unlocked. I don't think there's any more highlighted ones, right? No. So yeah, let's do a cell. Let's see if we can find that bird she's looking for and maybe get her to be more proactive with her team of peeps. Although Annette's was back open? Oh, we maybe should have done that real quick. Frick. Okay. You know what? We'll do a cell. We'll do Annette. And then we will talk to the Hardy Boys and stuff because that's our next thing on the regular dock of things about the Mega Mix Doom thing. Alright? Guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.